Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. But let's see who will be fastest of them all. We're about to set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Yes, it's qualifying. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Good morning, good afternoon, or for us, good evening, as we're under the night lights of Jeddah. The floodlights are on and so is the pressure here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Alex Albon lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Norris, Stroll, Hamilton and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Hülkenberg, Colapinto, Esteban Ocon and Gasly, Tsunoda, Behrman, Paul Aron and Gabriel Bortoleto, Hadjar, Doohan, Hayes and Joshua Pierce rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? what do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Radio check, radio check. The boss wants another podium finish this weekend. I know you're more than capable. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, Sonny. Right, focus please. I know you've been off track a couple of times, but that's not important anymore. Let's move forward and try and keep the next few nice and tidy. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell hustle. It's George Russell who wins.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits for George Russell. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.